Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.
Hey guys, this is my report for April 13th. As you know guys, weather, everything that affects these fish changes daily. So on all these reports, I do the changes. So whatever's happening that week, I'm going to tell you. And I want to tell you a little bit about something is that, you know, I work in the fishing industry all my life and I work at a tackle store. So I see customers daily. I have a network of guys that I work with for the last 25 years that I get all my information from. So these reports, I like to get in and then actually let you know what I've learned, you know, from these guides and customers. And also I fish 3 times a week at least, sometimes 4. So all this information I'm gathering is from people like you that fish, from guides, from myself, from personal friends, and then I'm reporting them to you. So I hope you like this videos when I do these reports, and hit that like button and subscribe because it'll help me dearly. So anyhow, on the bottom of all my videos, you can look at that description box and it'll tell you all the equipment I'm using and everything else, from modifying baits and everything else, just to help you catch more fish. There's a lot going on. As you know, ocean salmon season opened up last week, but the ocean was really rough. But Tanner, Carrick was out on this last Saturday. They went outside the gate, they hung a left and went toward Pacifica, and they got into them. And he said everybody that was out there in the big boats, they all caught fish. They caught them 20 to 30 feet down. They were using 2-pound balls, trolling them. They said they were probably like anywhere from 25 to 30 pulls. And they're good grade fish. The fish are all 10 to 15 pounds, and they caught a lot of them. So there's a lot of opportunity out there right now when the weather permits. Also inside the bay, halibut, it's been good. This is especially early in the season. You know, usually around June and July is some of the better months, but they're catching a lot of good quality fish right now in that 10 to 12 pound range, but there's a lot of undersized. The bait receivers are not open yet, so you got to troll, and I recommend using the green label tray, anchovies or herring, and you want to pull them behind a dodger, and you want to be fishing. South Bay's been hot, and they've been fishing anywhere probably in that 6 to 20 foot or deeper water, but it's also good fishing for halibut. Then we have the local scene around here, stripers. As you know, the bigger fish started showing up. Usually in all species of fish that come up our river system to spawn, the males come up first and then the females come after. Well, the females are here. So it's time to get out. You could do it in a lot of different ways. Guys are trolling rattle traps, they're trolling ozuris, predators, and most of the guys are fishing in that depth from 5 feet down to 20. Oh, see that one? Come on. Fish on. Throw your top water. Fish on. You see him hit? Yeah. But striper is a good thing to go after. Watch my video. I did one on topwater. It'll be released here pretty soon. We had a lot of action on topwater, and I show you all the lures that I'm using and everything else. Then another thing coming up real quick is also shad. They're starting to show up in our river system, and that's one fish that, you know, guys on the bank catches just as many as the people that are in boats. I'll be doing a video of that real quick, and the hot item for that right now is a little 1-inch pink and chartreuse grub with about a 1/32 jig head, and then you have to weight it to get it to the right depth. But that's coming up real good, and it's going to be hot. One of my favorites is bass fishing. It's time. This is the time. It's called pre-spawn. You can catch them in many different ways, but I've been doing really well on throwing a single. I prefer to use 6-inch, especially now on the pre-spawn. I'll use a bigger baits, and I like to hook at Texas. So Texas rig, I put the hook buried in the worm. That way there, when they take it, I could set the hook and drive it home. But you get less grass, and it seems to work better this time of the year.
Wow.
That's the way you can call that week.
Is that you, Fred? Ooh.
Man, that's nice.
There's your garmin one! So those are some of the things that's going on. Crappie fishing. Roland was up at Comanche. He said this fish are moving shallow now, so look for them in depths of 5 to 15 feet of water. And I'm going to be going up there, checking that out real quick. And he's just using a 1-inch crappie jig with a little jig head. You could use Kitex. There's a bunch of little different jigs that you can catch those things on. So I'll be doing that real quick here pretty soon, but the bite's been really good. So my tip of the week for the bait would be for bass, and go to that 6-inch green pumpkin Senko. You cannot beat it. It's my go-to bait, and I'd say 90% of the time I use green pumpkin. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.